Good morning, YouTubers. I think I have a following of zero, so I don't know why. It's kind of just ironic to say that. I did not film anything on Thanksgiving. I started to do a pan, and then just to be real honest with you, I was having so much fun and so much. I was enjoying the time with my grandson, my daughter, my father, my sister. Um, I was just enjoying being with the people that I love. And don't mean to leave anybody out or anything like that, but it was just more important to do that than worry about panning a video or, something to that effect. But today's Friday. I am so sore all over me. Um, if you want to know how come I'm so sore all over me, it's because I had my baby Ian yesterday. And I don't care if it would cripple me. I would pick that boy up and hug him and squeeze him and throw him up in the air or whatever he wanted to do. Did the same thing with all of the other children that wanted to do that. When they were my niece and my nephew were young, yeah, I'm just not going to stop living, and I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do. I'm not in excruciating pain today. I'm nowhere close to where I was earlier. Um, but I do know that I played with my grandson yesterday. Woke up kind of like, oh, um, and it was like, oh yeah, baby Ian yesterday. Um, Today is going to be a henna day. I decided to do it today. I was going to do it before Thanksgiving, and it just didn't pan out. I'm sorry. There's just something itchy in my eye. There we go. May not have gotten all my eye makeup off last night because, well, by the time we got home, I was pretty much ready for bed. Um, I wasn't the most helpful thing at dinner, but it is what it is. My bubba came, um, and I helped take care of my bubby. My bubby is Ian. Um, he's just, he's just a little, amazing little person in his little body. And it was so cool because yesterday when my dad seen him, he favors my father quite a bit. When my dad looked at him, he said, "You look like somebody I know." He said, "You look like somebody that I see in the mirror when I look in the mirror." And I was like, "Oh, Dad." It was sweet. It was so sweet. Dad was in rare form yesterday. He was kind of on a roll. It was a good roll for the most part. Um, a little upset with a few people, but you know what? Life goes on. And um, sometimes I think we forget that other people have families. And um, I think that we just really need to remember that uh, not everything, our plans are not what everybody else has planned. We'll put it that way and leave it alone. Um, Today, like I said, is going to be a henna day. My henna is already mixed up and ready. Um, may take you into the bathroom and you can see kind of how I do it. Um, we'll see because it's a messy process. And I just don't know if I'm capable of doing it and filming and talking at the same time. Um, Peek and see the time. I'm going to have to go to see an eye doctor because my vision has just diminished quite a bit. Um, and it could be related to medicine. You never know. Um, I really am just thankful. And I'm really just tired. And I really want to drink my cup of coffee. So, as I said, today's a henna day. Generally, once I have the henna on my hair, I don't do much else of anything because it's so messy. I may try to take care of a few things, and since I'm already hurting and sore, it will probably be, man, it's going to be hit or miss. We'll do a little here and yonder. Um, that's all I got for right now. Um, good morning. I hope if you're out Black Friday shopping that you're having lots of success. I, that's not my cup of tea. it's just so not my cup of tea. Um, but if you're out there doing it, be safe and enjoy it. And I hope you get all of your bargains. And remember, don't forget your manners. Just because it's a crowd of crazy people, don't forget your manners. And don't forget your dignity. That's just the way that life needs to go. I'll check back in with you later. I'm out. So, I just wanted to kind of pop in. I forgot to film. Um, it wasn't really anything really thrilling, just watching me put henna on. I did a totally different method, and I'm still finding spots where the henna is on my skin. It's not a big deal. It washes off. The stain comes off in a few days. Kind of like makeup. I think if they could figure out a way to put the henna into a method of tanning, we would be a happy, happy, happy people. Um, this stuff is the dye is just a beautiful color on my skin. Sometimes. So now all that's left, as you can see, I'm wrapped up in a towel and two bonnets and a grocery bag and a couple other miscellaneous items that I don't know are in my head. I have ear covers in, which are making it impossible for me to hear, to keep the fluid, the drippy henna part. As you can see, it's already starting to drip a little in the front. That's okay. It's messy. The big comfy bed is covered, and so that we don't get anything on it. Um, but anyway, this just has to show off. Um, anyway, see, in a drip, in a drip, in a drip, hair color. It is what it is. At least I know when I put this on my hair that, I'm not going to wake up and my hair is going to be on the pillow. It's a natural product. I've been doing it for probably 2 years, I guess. And there's a remarkable difference in the texture and color of my hair and the strength of my hair and the thickness of my hair. Um, So I'm a little apprehensive. This is the first time in a while that I have not put indigo in with the dye. We may do a two-parter. I usually do a indigo, which is, I don't know why I keep saying, but I do. Um, which is the indigo is you mix the henna, let the dye release, go in, mix the indigo just a bit before you're going to use the henna, give it time for the dye to release, and then mix them together and apply. Um, I decided to forego the indigo just to see where we would be on root coverage and things of that nature. May have to back up and add henna. Um, I really will just see. I'm a little scared. The dye released very quick. The dye died. I don't want to say released, but normally, it sat a little bit longer than I normally let it. Um, so whenever I was putting it on, it's like, instantly that color on my skin, even after I've wiped it off, after I got it all up on my head. Uh, like I said, that'd be that's almost as dark as I can normally get. It'd be a cool little spray tan, but we're just processing. I can feel this running all over my head, and that drives me crazy. It drives me crazy whether it's henna or regular dye. I'm going to keep this on probably at least 2 hours. I usually sleep in mine. I haven't been with the last few applications. I plan to just leave it on as long as I can with this one, just because I haven't in a while. I had been adding some oil, a little bit of conditioning to it. Did not do that this time. Going to do a deep conditioning afterward. Just kind of a change up, just see what happens. Uh, I suppose that I need to get on the phone with AT&T and see if I can figure out what to do with the boy's phone. Somehow or another, mysteriously, of course, one of the phones, the Samsung phone that's on my plan, which my nephew carries, the screen was busted. I don't know if he dropped it. He said he doesn't remember dropping it. Um, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of got to be fixed. And I'm hoping that, it can be. Anyway, there's train of thought just derailed. Um, we'll check back with you in a bit. I'm gonna try to call AT&T, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear them or not with these little ear thingies in. But I have to. They're they're just little bonnets for my ears, and I tried them because when the henna gets in my ears, it seems to really bother. Um, that's extra fluid that I just don't think needs to go into my ears, especially given the fact that I have Meniere's disease and things of that nature. It's kind of a mud color. It's kind of not. That's that's what that looks like so far on my hair. I did notice, and I did a different technique this time. I usually mix my henna up in. I have designated bowls that I normally use, um, and instead this time I used a mason jar, a quart mason jar, and I used yeah, I just slung henna everywhere. I liked the fact that I had more control, seeing it when it was in the bowl. Um, with the length of my hair, doing it on my own, whether, and it's again, whether it's hair dye or henna, either or, conditioner, whatever, it's going to be messy. One thing I will say about this henna that I did, um, it wasn't as thick of a paste as I normally get. I think it's because I kind of was judging where I mixed it in the mason jar versus the bowl, uh, or maybe it didn't. Maybe there was just too much bulk, and or I don't know. Might maybe should have let it sit uncovered for a bit and evaporate. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just hoping that I don't have Ronald McDonald orange hair when I finish with this. But if I do, I do. It's not a big thing. I've had hair oopses before. Um, One great thing about hair is that it either grows or you can do it again. You know, hopefully. But I have yammered on for 7.5 minutes about basically nothing but in a mess. Uh, but thanks for watching. If you like my channel, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, something like that. Smoke signal. I don't care. Um, welcome to my world. I think I have henna under my fingernail that has turned it. I've hennaed my fingernail, hennaed my hand, because I started to take my glove off and then realized I didn't want to take it off just yet, and I couldn't roll it back down. So it's orange, or tan-ish looking. It's actually a pretty color. See what I'm saying? If we could bottle this for a spray tan, I've seen a lot of girls in high school walk around being this color. I never was. I never did a spray tan. I always did a tan, and I just, yeah. I will probably pay for it, but I still did it. I did it up until about a year ago. I would love to still be doing it, but I'm out. I'm tired now because had to stand so long to do it. This time the procedure wasn't exactly as difficult as it was the other time. There wasn't as much bending involved, but there was a lot of standing, and my foot turned white. Yeah. Um, yeah, but that's what we're addressing with the pain management doctor. Um, I'm just kind of curious to see what else comes on board in this. But we are going to cook or process or whatever my hair for a while. Um, Probably what will happen is I will um, leave it in as long as I can stand it with because as it starts to drip and run all down me, I can't stand it. I don't know that anybody else has this problem, but I can't seem to ever get away from it. Even my paste is either so thick that I can't get it all through my hair or it's too thin. This time I think it's kind of right where close to where it needs to be. But we'll see. I'm wrapped in saran wrap too, quite, clinged. Um, we, yeah, I just need to hush. I'm out.